Well, good afternoon. I'm Billy, and this is Jammer 360. Well, I'm in my last day in Washington, D.C. I'm getting ready to leave out, but I thought I'd swing by Henderson Hall here. This was my very first duty station when I went in the Marine Corps. It has changed a lot. All up and down here, when I was first here, were old white buildings. They were temporary buildings from World War II, and they had just built a brand new barracks. Well, the brand new barracks that was built back in 1983 is now torn down. It's just a field, and everything else here is all brand new. Across the street over there where all those trees are was the Navy Annex. It's where headquarters Marine Corps and the headquarters Navy were. The Commandant was there, the Chief of Naval Operations was there. They tore that all down, and now everybody's down the bottom of the hill in the Pentagon. And these spires that you can see up, I don't know how well you can see them because they're kind of far away. That's the Air Force monument that they built just a few years ago. But the cool thing was the east wall of Henderson Hall, this here is Arlington National Cemetery. So we had the cemetery wall as part of our base. So it was like the cemetery wall, Fort Myers back wall, and then we had two walls encompassing Henderson Hall. So back when I was stationed here at Henderson Hall, this right here, there was a white building. It was our battalion headquarters, and there was actually a gate that came in right here off of this street and went in there. Up on that hill, that grass hill, that is where the barracks was. But this building here that was the battalion headquarters, my battalion commander was kind of famous. He was actually more famous to who he was married to. The battalion commander was Colonel William Dabney, and his wife was the daughter of Chesty Puller. So all you Marines out there, you know who Chesty Puller is. The base is completely unrecognizable. The only thing is the PX that's right through the gate. They had just were finishing it up when I left this base, and that had been the motor pool. But everything that was across the street at the Navy Annex, that empty field over there, way over there, is now within these walls. So this is just down the hill from Henderson Hall where all these buses and stuff are. We used to do our PT. We would run down the hill, run out across around the Pentagon and back up. It was like a 4-mile run. And here's a closer look of the Air Force spires. It's supposed to represent 3 jet planes taking off in 3 different directions. And you can see the Washington Monument out there maybe in this little camera. What we have here is the Marine Corps War Memorial, better known by most people as the Iwo Jima Memorial. Yes, I come here every year I'm ever in DC, because one of the operations that are actually on here I was in. So it was actually kind of a proud day when I came here and saw it. You notice around the edges they've got every battle, every campaign that the Marine Corps was in. And here they added Somalia, and I was in Somalia 92-93. I was also in Afghanistan and Iraq that's on here, but those 2 campaigns I was in the Army. So I love to come here and show that I was in one of the things on the wall. Let's take back and see if we can get a real close look at it. Kind of get the bird's eye under look. It's actually kind of a powerful statue when you get this close and look up at it like that. Now, I was in the Marine Corps during the Persian Gulf, but I spent that time at Camp Lejeune, and I was also at Camp Lejeune when Grenada happened, and I was in boot camp when Lebanon happened. So I was in during all these things, I just wasn't involved with them. All right, so I'm standing outside of Camden Yards. This is a picture of Babe Ruth as a kid. If you didn't know, Camden Yards is actually built on the spot where Babe Ruth's father's bar was. It would have been out in the outfield. And then they've got their numbers out here of all the numbers that they have retired. Cal Ripken, Brooks Robinson, Frank Robinson, Eddie Murray, and so forth. So there's the field. It is starting to rain, so they're putting the tarp out. I've come here many times. I was here for 3 of the 5 games of Streak Week when Cal Ripken was going to break Lou Gehrig's consecutive game record. All right, so our last stop before I leave the DC area is Bethesda Naval Hospital. We have a lot of connection here. My parents actually met here back in like 61, 62. And then I had a metal plate putting my face in here, and both my kids were born here. So it's kind of a connection through our whole family. So that was just a little video of places that I was at when I was stationed here back in 84 to 86, and then down in Quantico from 87 to 90. And we'll just end the video here, and I'll see you again soon. Hope you're all doing well. Bye.